What's up? It's your boy Fast. Before we lock in with this video, hit that like and subscribe button for your OG. I really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get right into it. As soon as I walk in the shower, they got like the shower right here. It's only like 4 heads, so it ain't that many heads under the shower right here. So as soon as I come up in there, I see this dude named Hooks and I see this dude named Melo. They taking the shower. So I get come in the shower. As soon as I start wiping, get my little towel ready, one little nozzle to get it all wet, I'm hearing Hooks over there saying, nah, you can't do that, because if you do that, we're gonna have to, do a lot of other stuff. And I was listening, for a second, because Melo like turned his head and he kind of looked over at me. So I'm looking at him, then he turned his head back. And Hooks is continue on talking, just telling him some more stuff. I really couldn't hear that whole conversation, but I did hear from the beginning, saying that he couldn't do that. So Hooks just finished his little conversation, said, I'll talk to you later, He walk off. He walk by me. And he leave up out there, go back to his little thing. I'm sitting there talking to Melo for a second. I'm like, shit, man, what's up, man? He's like, shit, nothing fast, man. Shit, just going through some things. I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, shit, damn. I was like, shit, everybody around here probably going through some things and stuff. And he was like, shit, yeah. He's like, shit, there's a lot of stuff going around here, a lot of motion and a lot of people doing a lot of crazy, stuff around here. I mean, because at this camp, it was so much motion going around because there was so many outside details going on around the facility that they were just bringing stuff in. I mean, it doesn't matter if you at a max, medium, or minimum or whatever. I mean, it can go down at any given time, and the same rules apply at all those camps. So people get done up there too as well. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, shit, man, there's so much stuff going on around here that people just trying to make money, just doing everything around here. And I was like, yep. I mean, because shit, I just got there, probably been there probably about 3 months, going through all the changes with the Muslims and stuff. You might want to check out my video, how I stole the Muslim rugs, And then once you check that out, maybe check out a few more videos. But yeah, I'm sitting there listening to him. I got my little motion going on my little self. My compensatory is good, I'm kind of happy. I got my little store trying to fluctuate, trying to get that off the ground. I'm trying to do it the right way. I ain't, hustling or nothing like that with no drugs or anything. I'm just running the store. So we just ended up there talking. Boom, I said, shit, I'm gonna go up out of here, He stayed in there a little bit longer afterwards. I don't know why, but he kind of stayed back there, taking a long-ass shower or whatever. So I go back to my little cube, put my little headphones on, listen to some music for a second. I was like, shit, it's about time to go to bed because I know I got to go to work in the morning. So I lay down, go to sleep. 3 o'clock come, the guard come around, wake us up, I get up, go out there to the day room out there, wait on everybody so everybody can move all at once to the child. That's when Melo come out there too. He's like, shit, what's up, man? I was like, shit, nothing, man. He was like, shit, did you hear that little conversation that me and Hooks had last night? And I was like, shit, nah, man, I ain't hear nothing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. He was like, shit, man, I just went to bed, man. I was just thinking about a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they wanted me to do and stuff. And I was like, oh, for real? And he was like, shit, but shit, I don't know, man, what should I do? And I was like, shit, well, what they want you to do? He was like, shit, I really can't say nothing. I don't really want to, put their business out on the street or how they doing things around here and stuff like that. And I was like, shit, damn. I was like, shit, He was like, you know how the Bloods is. I was like, oh, for real? I already knew that Hooks was a Blood. He's a Pyru 20. I already knew that. So when Melo was telling me that the gang stuff, I was like, shit, man, I'm really kind of, to myself, I was saying I'm gonna stay my ass about that because shit, I already know how dealing with gangs is in the penitentiary because dealing with them, could be tricky situation. Because like I said, I went through little changes with the Muslims and seeing how gangs moved around there. So I kind of, I said, brushed myself away from that whole situation. So I was like, shit, we walked into the kitchen doing our little work up in there. I mean, we never ever sat at the same tables or talked or anything like that or kicked it or in the kitchen or whatever. But we just kind of worked it. He sat at his side with his people or whatever. I mean, they wasn't bloods up in there, but they was, just kitchen workers. I sat with my little people. So one day, I'm up in there eating, sitting at my little table, talking to a few other people that was at the table. It was a seat open. So that's when Mel came over there, sat down at the table. He was like, shit, Fast Man, what's up, man? For real, man, what's going on with you around here? And I was like, shit, man, nothing, man. I was like, shit, man, just chilling, man, I don't know why he just all of a sudden just wanted to come and holler at me. Or maybe he just knew that the way that I was stealing stuff up out the kitchen that he probably wanted to get on. So he was like, yeah, man, I said, you be having all the good food and stuff around here, I was like, shit, yep. I was like, shit, I be moving around. So he was like, shit, you think I maybe can get on with something or whatever if you can get something? I was like, shit, I said, man, it's kind of hard up here because you know how Miss Oliver is up in the kitchen. She's an asshole. She just puts the stuff out for us to get. So all you gotta do is just get in to holler at her and she'll have something out for you or whatever. And you just do it like that. I was just kind of basically running it down to him how he can do stuff up in there. So me and him just sitting up in there talking for a second, That's when the other people kind of got up, and they kind of moved away. So I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? Just because I'm trying to figure out, what I'm saying, why all of a sudden now he wanted to sit at the table with me because I'm kind of confused, so I'm trying to figure him out. I'm like, shit, man, what's up, man? He was like, shit, nothing, man, I just know that some stuff around here is kind of tricky when it comes to people and stuff. And I was like, shit, oh yeah, man, I understand it is and stuff. He said, but some, I don't know how to deal with a certain situation. I was like, shit, what you trying to deal with? He was like, he said, I heard a little rumor about how you talk to the Muslims and stuff, and you kind of got your way up out that whole situation and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, for real? I was like, shit. He's like, how did you do it, man? What you had to do to get yourself up out that situation? I said, man, damn, man. I said, man, it was kind of one of those things where I was kind of scared every motherfucking day. He was like, yeah, man, because I feel like that right now. And I was like, for real, man? I was like, shit. I said, man, that's a tricky situation right there because, shit, once you get up and start feeling like that, every day going to be a challenge for you. I said, man, you're going to have to clear your head of all your little monkeys and all your little demons, and get, just basically just talk to whoever you need to talk to get yourself about that. And he was like, shit, man, I don't know, man. He's like, man, some people, they just don't work the same way as other people or whatever. And I was like, shit, damn, man. I was like, it's really like that? And he was like, yeah, man. It's like that. He said, man, it's a crazy thing going on around here. And I was like, shit, yep. I was like, shit, but shit, I need to get up, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, I ain't want to, hear too much about that situation because I just went through that whole trauma thing already. So I get up, my tray, take off, go back to the tray room, get everything set up, So then trays is coming through, the window or whatever. So somebody was like, hey, let me talk to Mel. So I was like, hey, Mel, somebody's at the window right here. I don't know who it was, But I was the one passing the trays, and he got on the other side right here. The other dude moved to the side. He looked out into the window right there. He was like, "Come out on the yard, man. Meet me on the yard." You know what I'm saying? After y'all get off, you know. He was like, "All right, man." You know. So when he walked off, Mel walked off. He looked back at me. He's like, "You going to the yard?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't know, man." I said, "I might go out there." He was like, "Yeah, go out there with me, man." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Shit, all right, man." I was like, "Shit, man, damn." I was like, "Shit, I don't know." Y'all leave it in the comments. Let me know if I should have went out to the yard, you know. So you get out to the yard. I'm walking the track for a second, you know. I get kind of tired. Then I sit down for a second on it. They got like little tables right there. They got like 3 tables to where you can sit where people play cards, dominoes, or whatever they doing out there. If they doing some type of game, they can do it on the yard. So I'm sitting at one of them tables right there. That's when Melo come up. He come and sit, but he sit at another table. So Hooks come out there, and 2 other dudes come out there, and they're out there, you know what I'm saying, sitting there talking to him right in the next table. It's just a coincidence that I'm just sitting there right there talking to him or whatever. It wasn't like, you know, I was just, you know, plotting and planning on them to actually be there. I guess that's the way that Melo kind of did it or whatever. I don't know if he thought that I was going to kind of help him out in that situation or whatever. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I mean, he told me to come out there. So when I'm seeing this, I'm like, shit, damn. I was like, shit. So I get up, hurry up and get up, hurry up and leave the whole situation, go back to my little cube. I don't even hear what they even talk about. I just, as soon as I seen that, I was just, my ethers automatically said, shit, get your butt up and do your thing, man. Get on back to your little cube. So I get back to the little dorm, hurry up, take my shower. You know, I said, I know I got to go to work the next morning. So I'm like, shit, sitting there listening to some music again and watching TV, you know. So then that's when Melo come back. He's just walked by. So I was like, I looked for a second in the dorm because, like I said, it's an open dorm. I can kind of see where everybody's at. So I just looked like that for a second. I see him walk by. He go back there to the bathroom. Then he come back by again. You know, I don't get up and look, you know, or whatever. I just, you know what I'm saying, let him do his thing. So then, probably about 10 minutes later, that's when Hooks come back. He was like, he stopped by. He said, "You see Melo coming there?" I was like, shit, nah, I ain't seen him or whatever. He was like, shit, all right, man. So he leave off, go back. Then I see him do the same thing. They leave up out. So probably about 30 minutes later, that's when Melo come back. He goes straight to his little cube down, up in there, up in his room and stuff. I get up because I'm trying to see if him and Hooks, you know what I'm saying, had anything going on or whatever. Because shit, the way that they was both asking for each other, well, Hooks was asking for him. I figured that shit, that maybe, you know, I need to just check on that. So I get up, you know. I mean, it's just some type of intuition that tells you to do strange things like that. And sometimes, you know, some people need to just kind of mind their business and stuff. But I got up, go back there, probably like I was smoking a cigarette, you know, while by Mel's cell, back there smoking. Come on back like I did one of their numbers, you know. Crazy ass facts, you know. So I get back to my little cube. I'm sitting there for a second, you know. So then in the morning, get up, like I said, at 3 o'clock, they wake you up to go to work. Everybody got to go to the day room. So I'm out there. Melo come out there too. We both come out at the same time, you know, he right behind me. So he's like, shit, damn, Fast, man, it's been a little motherfucking long-ass night again. And I was like, oh, for real? He was like, shit, I was up all night contemplating on what should I do. And I was like, shit, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you got to kind of figure out for yourself, you know? So he was like, shit, damn, man, I don't even know, man. So we walking on back, you know what I'm saying, to the child, doing our normal stuff, you know, getting everything set up, that the dish room set up, then we could eat, sitting down eating. He comes sit down again with me, you know. I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? I was like, shit, man, everything cool with you, man? Everything all right? And he was like, shit, everything's straight, man, you know. I was like, shit, man, what's going on with you and Hooks, man? He was like, shit, nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? On the real, man, nothing. He said, we ain't doing nothing. I was like, oh, okay. So, as soon as we get off work, you know, everybody walking on back to the thing. I get back to my little cube. I'm sitting there probably about 10 minutes. And that's when Hooks come around there to me. He's like, hey, Fats. I was like, shit, what's up, man? He was like, shit, man, whatever Mel be talking about or whatever, he's like, man, just keep that, you know what I'm saying, out your mouth or whatever. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, talk to him about anything. I was like, man, I don't be talking to Mel about nothing, man. He was like, shit, man. He's like, I be seeing Mel, man, kind of, you know what I'm saying, you and him be kind of falling together and stuff. He's like, you already know how the Bloods is. We keep everything with our family just like you keep everything over there with your brothers, with the Muslims over there. So whatever you doing right now with Mel, just don't even get yourself involved in it. And I was like, shit, man. Hooks, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I don't know what that man talking about or whatever. He's like, shit, but Fats, and like I said, man, just don't even really talk to him no more. Just whatever y'all doing or whatever, y'all just, you know, whatever. And I was like, shit, no, I ain't trying to do nothing like that. And he was like, shit, because shit, I already know how the Muslims work, you know. They try to convert people over to their gangs and stuff like that. And I was like, shit, we don't be converting people over. He was like, shit, y'all Muslims be having people's back and stuff. And I was like, shit, nah, it ain't nothing like that, man. You know, I ain't trying to convert them over to nothing. I'm just talk to him here and there about certain situations. And he was like, shit, all right, man. So he walked off. So when I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I'm like, shit, maybe he is trying to convert over to Islam. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's one of the people that, you know, was in the gang. So I'm thinking now, like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Could that be? You know what I'm saying? So the next time I see Mel, I kind of asked him, I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? He was like, shit, nothing, man. I was like, shit, you ever heard about Islam and stuff like that? And it was like, not really, man, you know what I'm saying? So I broke down the little 5 pillars of faith to him, the 6 articles of faith to him. You know, I broke down a lot of stuff to him about Islam, you know. So I was like, shit, I was like, shit, man, I hope he ain't trying to get that, because there's going to be like a little war going on between the Bloods and the Muslims if something like that happened, because shit, the Bloods probably feel like, you know, if taking some of their soldiers, you know, I mean, it could be anything. So, like I said, I broke everything down to him, you know what I'm saying, about Islam and stuff like that. So he's listening to everything that I'm saying. So then I get up, you know, after talking to him and stuff. So I'm walking around doing my stuff in the kitchen, getting all the stuff, you know, saying all together, whatever. So then go back to the dorm. I'm sitting up in the dorm. That's when Hooks came back at me again. And I'm looking at him now. Cause Hooks is a big old dude, you know. I mean, he was a blood and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I already knew he had like some pull going on with the people behind the walls as well. So if I get caught up with the Bloods, it's gonna be, you know, some outright war or whatever. So I'm sitting up here looking at him before he even started talking. He's just looking at me like, shit, man, what's up, man? So then he was like, shit, Fats, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't trying to get involved with none of the Muslims or anything like that or whatever. He's like, but just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of stay away from Mel when it comes to stuff like that. And I was like, shit, man, like I said, man, I'm going to stay away from him. I ain't really got nothing to do with him, you know. He was like, shit, but shit, just so make sure that whatever y'all trying to do or the stuff that y'all trying to move around here or whatever, that it's going to be within our boundaries and stuff. Like, he just trying to kick some knowledge to me about how they kind of roll around and stuff. Because like I said, this was open dorm, and it had so much motion going on around there to where people was kind of doing this and that. And, you know, it was just kind of, you know, a cool ass dorm. So one day, I'm up in the dorm. Like I said, I'm just chilling or whatever, you know. And like I said, when the guards come in, they always have the intercoms and all that stuff on to where they can kind of hear everything that's going on in the dorm if they hear some type of loud motion or whatever. So one day, I'm coming in. They got like the intercoms on, but they hearing stuff up in there with the guards and stuff. So I'm like, shit, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like the guards, you can hear the guards in the tire talking, you know what I'm saying, to each other, the little conversations what they had. So I'm walking back to the back. I get by Melo's cell right there, and then I see this dude on the bed choking him, like, and I'm like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? So then a few minutes later, that's when I seen Hooks come around to the bathroom the other way, and they went on him and started beating on him, bam, bam, bam. And I'm like, damn. I'm looking at that, I'm like, shit, he choking the fuck out of him, like he about to, Mel getting all red and shit, you know. And I pause and I look, and Hook's like, hey, Fats, man, keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. I heard Mel over there. And Hook's just hitting paka, 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 paka. And then you hear like a big old release. I was like, damn. I keep on walking, you know what I'm saying? I just keep on walking back around. So then, as I come back around, I guess the police is doing their rounds on the other side over there. You know, Hooks and all them get up, you know what I'm saying? The police, you can kind of look over there, and it's like, hey, what y'all doing over there, you know? You look over there, and Hooks is like, shit, nothing, man, nothing, Sergeant, nothing. And they get up and they start walking by. So when they came around there to the other side right there, that's when they seen Mel on the floor. And the police hit the little alarm button. Told Hooks and the other two dudes that was in there with him, you know. I ain't see the other dude, but it was 3 people that came out. I ain't see him on the floor or whatever, or what he was doing over there. I don't know what he was over, but he got them all. They ended up, you know what I'm saying, got them all in the day room. The officer pulled all of them out to the day room right there. I'm still in the back looking at all this little commotion going on. So I just keep on walking out to the other door, then come back around to the other way there. I always come in and out the door right there, sat on the bed for a second. The police came in there, cleaned everything up, you know what I'm saying, got everybody up out there. But yeah, in prison, man, when you join in the gang, anything could happen, you know what I'm saying, at any given moment. I don't know if Mel was trying to convert over to Islam or anything like that, but yeah, when he got involved with them Bloods and stuff, I mean, whatever his decision that he made, I never seen him after that because I never went back to the walls to see if he actually converted to Islam or anything like that. But yeah, you got gangs in there that use other gangs as protection because they know that the Muslims will protect them from certain things. So it could have been some type of conflict going on with those 2 individuals. Like I said, I didn't know. I just know that he asked me a few times, how did I get myself up out that situation like that. But yeah, you got some people, like I said, in prison that convert over to the whatever religion they want to do, and they get themselves out of the gangs, and things might end up, the gangs might not like it and stuff because whatever type of movement they have going on, they might use that as a crutch to the gang members to where they can get their stuff back in and out. But yeah, in prison, like I said, you don't even want to go there to get yourself involved in situations like that, even if you are a gang member. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get up in there, anything can happen to you. They can try to kill you. You might be your first time coming up in there, your last time, you know what I'm saying, being up in there. But yeah, this is your boy Fats. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. I really appreciate that, all the love and support that people been giving me. Much love to all my fans and supporters. Shout out to your boy Fats.